Sunni and Shia, The Architecture of a Rift, History, Authority, and the Struggle for Unity by AZLAN ADNAN M.A. From the raw wound of succession in 632 CE to today's geopolitical fault lines, Sunni and Shia, The Architecture of a Rift, History, Authority, and the Struggle for Unity traces how two competing architectures, Sunni distributed consensus and Shia lineage-based guidance, crystallized after Karbala, hardened through empires, and survive in ritual, law, and everyday life. This is no history of dogma. It is a systems map. Hadith chains as trust vectors, madhhabs as pluralist engines, hawzas as vertical hierarchies. Authority is not abstract. It is prayer postures, Ashura processions, intermarriage negotiations, and proxy conflicts. The book shows why dialogue stalls, structural limits, not bad faith. It explains why coexistence holds, pragmatic over shared crises. It clarifies why the divide persists, not as fate, but as an operational feature. Neutral, unflinching, analytical. No winners, just resilient networks bending under pressure. Climate stress, bioethics, and the Strait of Hormuz choke point. If you want to understand why Sunni-Shia tensions flare yet rarely collapse, and why Takrib works without merger, this is the lens. A clear-eyed anatomy of Islam's deepest fracture. 12 chapters. Glossary. No fluff. Read it to see the rift not as story, but as living code. The Rift Ignited, 2026, and the Echoes of 632. The Middle East is once again in crisis. Since February, sustained air operations have targeted facilities across Iran, including nuclear-linked infrastructure, missile depots, and command nodes. In response, waves of drones and ballistic missiles have been launched towards multiple regional targets. Energy markets have reacted, shipping routes have tightened, and regional stability has grown increasingly fragile. On the surface, the confrontation appears as a conventional geopolitical struggle involving the United States, Israel, and Iran. It is shaped by security concerns, deterrence, and regional influence. Alongside this sit proxies, alliances, and domestic political pressures within multiple states. These layers interact continuously, producing a dynamic system rather than a single-track confrontation. Beneath these dynamics lies an older historical context that continues to inform how authority, legitimacy, and identity are understood across the region. These influences do not determine events on their own. They remain embedded within the broader environment in which modern conflicts develop and are interpreted. Iran, a Shia-majority state, operates within a framework that centers clerical authority and continuity through a line of imams. Many Sunni-majority states, by contrast, have historically grounded legitimacy in consensus, scholarship, and the legacy of early caliphal governance. These are distinct architectures of authority shaped over time. They have coexisted and competed within the same political space for centuries. These differences trace back to the earliest moments after the death of Prophet Muhammad, when questions of succession became central. The contested roles of Abu Bakr and Ali ibn Abi Talib marked the beginning of a divergence that would harden into enduring traditions of law, ritual, memory, and governance. Modern conflicts are driven primarily by state interests, strategic calculations, and shifting alliances. At the same time, historical narratives and inherited identities shape how actions are perceived and framed. The interaction between these factors produces outcomes that are neither purely theological nor purely political, but structurally intertwined. This book examines the historical foundations of that divergence. It traces how an early question of leadership evolved into distinct intellectual, legal, and institutional traditions that continue to shape how communities understand authority, legitimacy, and belonging. Understanding these roots does not determine present outcomes, but it explains why the past does not stay silent and why its echoes continue to surface in the present. About the author. AZLAN ADNAN M.A. is a Malaysian public intellectual, political thinker, writer, and founder of the Green Party of Malaysia. While not an Islamic cleric, his work engages deeply with Islam as a historical, civilizational, and geopolitical force, examining how it has been interpreted, contested, and reshaped across time. He advocates a reform framework grounded in sustainability, meritocracy, technocracy, nucracy, and what he terms geniocracy, the elevation of competence over patronage. His work consistently targets structural failures, climate collapse, institutional decay, inequality, and elite capture, with an emphasis on pragmatic systems-level solutions rather than ideological rhetoric. Trained in international business and management, MA, University of Westminster, London, AZLAN has spent over 3 decades analyzing the intersection of geopolitics, trade, security, and the global economy. His writing focuses in particular on how middle powers, especially Malaysia, navigate an increasingly volatile multipolar order shaped by great power rivalry, resource competition, and shifting economic blocs. He is the author of several works on Islam, its history, and its modern perception, including History of Islam, From Revelation to Renaissance, Public Perception versus Ideal of Islam, The Translation Machine, Baghdad's House of Wisdom, How Abbasid Scholars Rewired Greek, Persian, and Indian Knowledge into a New World System, Caravans of Knowledge and Wisdom, The Silk Road's Forgotten Hubs of Islamic Learning, Islam in Russia, Faith That Learned to Hide and Hum by AZLAN ADNAN, M.A. Second edition, Fork in the Road, How Reason Once Ruled and Why It Lost, The Fracture, Karbala's Shadow, How Shia Islam Broke from Sunni Iran at the Crossroads, Tipping Point and the Long-Term Outlook, The Strategic Significance of a Failed Iranian Strike on Diego Garcia. AZLAN writes on Islam through a historical and systems-driven lens, focusing on how the faith evolved as a civilization, shaped by power, politics, scholarship, and fracture, rather than static doctrine. His work interrogates the gap between Islam's intellectual and ethical ideals and its lived realities across empires, sectarian divides, and modern nation-states. He emphasizes how interpretation, institutional decline, and geopolitical pressure have redirected the trajectory of Islamic thought, arguing that any meaningful revival must be rooted in intellectual honesty, historical clarity, and a recovery of reason over dogma. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with heart so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope, so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed, now seek the skies, and slowly, clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still. A light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.